everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So I am here about 11-ish, 11:30-ish. So we are back on track for Marketing Tip Tuesdays, which is held here every Tuesday, usually at 11 a.m., where I just go over different types of marketing tips, social media marketing tips, strategies, automation, branding, all kinds of fun things that business owners could use, or if you're utilizing social media to create organic leads, it is definitely a bonus just to have tips. And of course, if you're interested in something a little bit more, I do have a free private online marketing strategies group that is held on Facebook right now. And in there, we have lots of trainings, lots of interactive. We're building a community at almost 400 members. So definitely check that link out in the bio. That way you can stay connected with me and you can be more interactive with me. I'm more interactive inside of the group than I am on this Instagram page. All right, guys. So it has been a while. We took about I think maybe a 3-week pause. Actually, I think it was a 2-week pause because I had some things going on in my personal life. I have relocated to a new state. So I am now in the Atlanta area and I'm really excited about that. I'm moving into my new place on Monday. So super, super excited. And now I'm ready to get back on track and down to business because that's what your girl does. So I'm not going to hold you guys up too long because these Marketing Tip Tuesdays are usually short. So they're usually anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, no more than that. If you're interested in more trainings, like I said, I have the free private group and then I also have a YouTube channel as well. So today our topic is going to be how to utilize social media to get nonstop traffic to your website, to your business, to your podcast, to your page, whatever it is that you're promoting, whatever you're offering, your brand or your service. Social media marketing is an amazing way to tap into your audience. I mean, you can find out so much by utilizing your social media profile, business pages, and things like that to understand who your target audience is, to be able to create content that's relevant for them, and to be able to speak to your ideal customer or client. So that's very, very important. So I'm just going to give you 3 little tips that you guys can use. That's going to assist you if you're utilizing social media marketing. Okay, so there's different styles to the different platforms as well. So when you are getting into social media marketing, you want to try to master one platform before moving on to the others. And it's recommended to do that so that you don't get information overload and that you don't get burnout. Now I didn't listen to the advice of others and I went all over the place and everything. And, I tried to maintain a lot of them, but then some of them had to go along the way. So my mainstays are Facebook is where I started. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Facebook is where I started, so Facebook will always be there. That's where I grew. That's where I grew a community. That's where I got clout. That's where my group is. So Facebook is it's like home base. So I'm always going to have a Facebook. So Instagram, I've been on Instagram for a while now, but newly as Success with Zipporah and my Holistics with Z. Those are kind of new. So before that, I was a realtor, so I had a real poppin' page over there, and that's kind of how I got into social media marketing. Because when I got into real estate back in 2015, they told us it's a lead generation business. It's a lot less about selling houses and it's a lot more about being able to generate leads consistently. And I did not understand that at all at the time, but I continued to put out, social media content on Instagram, and it actually got pretty popular. I started getting into different automated systems and things like that. And that was my journey before I got into social media marketing as a marketing strategist and coach and things like that. So Facebook is my mainstay. Instagram is here, and I absolutely adore and love YouTube. I love YouTube. It has to be probably my favorite because it is the best opportunity to put a video out there. And if you have your links and things like that strategically placed in the description, you're just generating leads on autopilot. And these can be videos that you put out 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. I'm constantly getting emails from leads for different affiliate opportunities, different business opportunities that are just on autopilot now, that are just coming to me. So I want to talk to you guys about how do you get that constant, consistent flow of nonstop leads coming to your business, just utilizing your social media profile. Okay, so on Facebook, obviously you have your profile. You do have the ability to have a Facebook business page. My suggestion would be to have both. Okay, so if you're going to have one for family and friends, keep that separate. If you want to have one that's front and center, this is me the professional, here's a little bit about my lifestyle, You can do that on your profile page. But the key here is what you're going to want to have is you're going to want to have engagement. Okay. So you're going to either have to go out and get that engagement. I talk about a lot of those different strategies inside of the group. So there's ways to go out there, liking, commenting, sharing, really building and genuine relationships behind the scenes in Messenger or in DMs and things like that with different people to kind of mimic the actual physical networking relationship that you would normally have. But online social media kind of gives you that introduction, connection, that network, that get to know each other. So you want to be utilizing that, and you definitely want to have some engagement to create a community. Now, most people get stuck with, well, what the heck am I supposed to post? I don't know anything about marketing. I'm not I don't have a degree in this. And neither do I, by the way. That's another story. We'll talk about that at another time. But what you can definitely post is value. Okay. People always they love value. What can I say? People are not necessarily going to be like, oh my God, Zipporah, you're the best coach ever. I'm going to come out there and I am going to get a session with you. Okay. People have to watch me for a while. People have to see me. People have to research me. People have to see me showing up regularly and consistently. So that is why consistency is such a huge part. So definitely you want to make sure that you're engaging, you're creating a community, you are being consistent with it. That's a big one. Okay. So you want to be consistent, because how many times have people gone out there and they've jumped out and they got real excited and they were posting and they're getting all these likes and their comments and hey, sales are starting to come through. And then next thing you know, they fall off and they stop doing it. And so does the sales. And then they have to start that whole process all over again to rebuild everything that they just built. So you want to definitely make sure you stay consistent. You want to create these strategies, these disciplines, these schedules for yourself so that you actually will implement them and you will be successful in the long run. But more importantly, you're going to start to create these habits that you're going to need to have along the way of your business as well. Okay, so let's talk about nonstop leads. Now that you've gotten your engagement out there, you're consistent with it, you know who your audience is, you're utilizing the insights and oh gosh, I just had a brain fart, guys. You're utilizing the insights and all those numbers in the back so that you can really start to break down where your audience is coming from, who your customer is, what they like, and things like that. You're building relationships. Now, how do we make sure that you're actually getting leads, right? Because you don't necessarily get leads from, hey there, thanks for tuning in. You don't necessarily get leads from people watching and liking your comments. So that's why building the relationships inside of Messenger, reaching out to people, but definitely having a direction to drive your audience to. Okay, so if your end goal is to sell something, your end goal is to get a customer or a client, then essentially, yeah, we're creating value, we're creating relationships, but we want to be able to drive them in some sort of direction towards our product or our service. And that could come in the form of a free ebook. It could come in the form of more value that you're giving in exchange for something that's going to allow you to nurture that lead. Okay, so now the cool thing about this is when you're doing this consistently over time, what you'll start to see is, because that information is out there, it's out there on social media, it's out there in cyberspace, it is out there for kingdom come, here years and years and years to kingdom come, all right? So what you need to know is that is traffic. Okay, so if it's out there, even if it's old, essentially it ends up on Google. If you're utilizing Instagram, if your link gets shared over here to Twitter, you know what I'm saying? This is generating traffic for you and your site. So you want to make sure that you have your stuff set up properly with your landing pages, your website, your free ebook, whatever it is, in whatever direction you're trying to lead your client into, or your home buyers workshop, something like that. So that's the very, very crucial part. But like I said, that's how I'm able to just sit at home, get an email. Sometimes I check my different email boxes and I'm like, oh, wow, somebody signed up for this crypto opportunity. Oh, wow, somebody signed up for this funnel opportunity. Oh, look, I've got 4 new members in the group. Okay, and so this has come over time, like I explained, but the consistency is going to be the main thing. Building the community and creating that engagement and keeping up with it is the main thing, and also building those relationships and being of value to your customer and to your client. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Once again, if you're interested in more online marketing strategies like this, I do have a free private online marketing strategies group that is housed on Facebook right now. Check that link out in the bio. I also have some trainings and things like that on my YouTube channel. Lots of different stuff over there, how to get consistent sales on your Etsy store, landing pages, crypto, all kinds of ways you can start making money online utilizing your cell phone and your laptop. All right, guys, so that is it for this week. Until next week, Marketing Tip Tuesdays will be held usually at 11 a.m. right here live on this Success with Zipporah Instagram page. All right, guys, until the next video. Peace. All right, guys. So as promised, I wanted to do a bonus section for those of you who are inside of the social media marketing strategies group. I wanted to give something a little extra with the Marketing Tip Tuesdays. So today we were actually talking about how to generate nonstop leads from your social media, profiles. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of use mine as an example. This is my cover page. I actually did this one myself. I actually paid for someone to do the one before that, and I didn't like it. So I just kind of did this as a temporary one. But bottom line is, and a lot of these trainings are in the guide section. We'll actually go over that as well since I'm able to share my screen right now. But yeah, so basically my cover photo is letting people know, who I am and what it is that I do. So I've got my personal profile set up so that it is connected with my business, and then I can throw lifestyle in there as well to tell a little bit more about me, the person. But I also have a business page that's a lot more business forward, and how I approach that. All right, so I've changed my strategy up a little bit, but I just want you to pay attention to some things here. I've got some really key important things. First of all, my profile is fully set out, okay? I've got a bio up there. I made sure to put the link to the group in there, okay? So that's a way of generating traffic right there. I've got everything that everybody needs to know, and I want them to know. I have all my links in place. Okay, so I've got my Instagram to both of my accounts, my Success with Zipporah as well as the Holistics with Z. I've got my YouTube channel here as well as my landing page connected to the Internet Marketing Secrets ebook, so that anybody who's checking out my page, they can click on any of these links. They can find out what it is that they need to find out about who I am and what it is that I do, okay? So let's see. And then of course I post, the same things that I tell you guys to post, okay? Motivational things just to kind of keep it active. I did take a little break. Now something that I am doing is I'm driving traffic across my different platforms and profiles because I have a lot of them. Something else that I'm doing is I'm also telling people to follow me on my profile as well as my business page. You'll be surprised that a lot of people will do what you tell them to do. They just need to be directed somewhere. So if you have a desired result, you can be generating traffic in whatever direction that you choose to go into. Like I said earlier before, Facebook is where I started. So these are my stomping grounds. This is like home base. But I do want to branch out this year and focus more attention on Instagram and definitely YouTube. But I have to keep Facebook active. Why? Because I've created something. I have to keep it up. You got to be consistent, because if you're not consistent, your business, your sales, your clientele is not going to be consistent. Okay, so this is just an example here of where I'm telling people to follow me on my page and my business page. And what's happening here up here is people are starting to follow me, because when I started this, I was at about under 1,200. So since then, just putting something simple as that up there is telling people to follow me. That way they get notified every time I post anything on this profile. Okay, so they can stay in the know and the how of what it is that we're doing. Okay, so this right here is telling people to follow me on my business page. This was actually placed on there from my business page. Here, once again, we're putting a link out here to the group. So my link is all over the place. Different links are all over the place. If we go down here a little bit inside of my description, I was really creative. I know some people don't like to do this, and I know that Facebook doesn't really like when you do this on your personal profile. Now, there are ways to sneak it in. So as you can see, I've got it kind of up in the description, but I also have it connected to a video. So it's almost kind of like a YouTube style. But the good thing here is I've got lots of, once again, some of the same links all over the place. That way people can find, they can access it. I can get people clicking from different directions. Here we are again, I'm giving value, but I've got my link to the group somewhere strategically placed in there, okay? So this is just a great example of how you can be generating traffic while you're just posting regularly, okay? So this, I think, was my birthday post here. So that's just, people letting people in to, hey, I had a birthday, more motivational stuff. And then I'm just switching it up because I'm driving traffic to those different profiles, so that I can get more exposure over there. Okay, so hopefully that helped you guys a little bit in terms of, getting some ideas as to how you can be driving traffic to your profile. So you're still going to be doing, obviously, your regular posting, your regular engagement, which is important. You can never really let up on your engagement. either. Okay, so that's why I post on here, just to stay active on here, even though I'm more active on other areas and I'm driving people where I want them to go. I still remain active. I still remain active behind the scenes, engaging with other people, and also keeping that network and keeping that algorithm flowing and fresh for me. So let me go ahead and quickly jump over here to pages so that you can kind of get an idea of the differences. Okay, so I've been driving people over to my business page here. Don't worry about these other pages, just the ones that support Abanye. This right here has done something amazing. I tried to get to 1,000 likes and followers, or excuse me, likes forever, like forever, forever, forever. It wasn't until I started telling people what to do and driving traffic directly where I wanted them to go that this number started to increase. Okay. Well, something else that I did, let me go ahead and click on this so you guys can see inside of here. And um, with the engagement, sorry about that, guys. So with the engagement, you want to, like I said, stay active with that. And it can be kind of time consuming if you're in the beginning and you have to build that community and everything. But if you don't have the time to do it, and you know what you have time for and what you don't, then go ahead and outsource that particular activity and duty to someone else. So I've been using Fiverr. And so what you want to try to do is you're going to have to try some people out along the way and then kind of build your team from there, after you've worked with people, to see, like, who's done what you paid for. So I'll be sure to drop that link down in the comment section for you guys to go ahead and get started with that, because Fiverr is just a resource and a tool you want to have if you're in this business, because you're not going to be able to do everything, period, bottom line, hands down. All right, so let me jump back into it because this is getting a little longer. But this right here is my business page, okay? So this right here is totally different than I have the way that I have my profile set up. Now, see, I've got my business page straight up, business forward. This is how you can get to my actual website. I cannot post that link on Facebook. It gets flagged. It got flagged a long time ago for something else. So I have to like put that into the actual print and design of things. Okay. So let's just go ahead and scrounge down here. Of course, we've already talked about being able to manage your Instagram and your Facebook profile in one. That video is in the guide section. I'm going to show you guys that. Okay, so now I'm repurposing my content. So this is the today's Marketing Tip Tuesdays, but you guys are going to have this bonus added into there. And once again, the same concept. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just keep on putting my links everywhere. I just keep on putting them everywhere. Oops, I think I did something I wasn't supposed to do. Yeah, let's get off of here. But I wanted you guys to see that now I'm able to start getting engagement. So I'm starting to get engagement on my Facebook business profile and page. And let me tell you something. Facebook is going to reward you for that. I feel like I get rewarded for actually getting engagement on my business page posts more than I do my Facebook profile, because I have lots of people that are coming to me and following and messaging me and all of this stuff, because I have just started to make this active and I connected it with my profile, so a person can go between the two and find out pretty much anything there is they want to know about me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys on that. I'm going to briefly jump over here to the group. Let me get out of here. Yeah, let me go over here so I can show you guys the guide section for those of you who don't know where it's at. All right, guys, I'm probably going to have to edit this video. I had some tea water on. I had forgotten. It's lasted longer than I thought. All right, so we are over here now to the group. I just briefly wanted to show you guys. Look, guys, we're up to 350 members. That is super exciting. I'm going to be welcoming the new guys in here in just a little bit. But I wanted you to see up at the top right here. It says about, discussion, and then you've got the guides. Facebook just recently changed that. That used to be the unit section, but now the guides is where you're going to actually find the trainings and things like that. So once you go through here, then you can kind of go. Some of these are older, but they're still very, very relevant information. So how to set up your Facebook profile for success, how to build your target audience, so depending on where you are, some of this stuff you may know already, some maybe refresher, some you may have never heard. Content creation idea, Facebook business page tips. Let's see, there's only one video in that. I had a problem uploading it. Facebook engagement tips, how to build relationships on Facebook part 1, how to build relationships on Facebook part 2, how to refresh your friends list, That's really cool. There's some tools in here, guys. If you actually go through the sections, you will find some nuggets and jewels inside of there. How to do live streams on Facebook, 7 tips to stay focused in online marketing. How to set up your appointment scheduler, really, really good. Daily method of operation. As you can see, we start kicking it up a little bit more and getting it more advanced. Effective strategies to help you brand yourself. And then marketing tip Tuesdays. Like I said, we do those every Tuesday at 11 a.m. ish on my Success with Zipporah Instagram page. So I'll post those here. We did take a break for a little while, but we are back. So you'll be seeing that in here with the bonus video that we are doing right now. So hopefully this helped you guys, for all the new members and stuff like that. I'm very, very reachable. So if you have any questions about anything, or you want some suggestions or ideas on anything, just feel free to reach out to me in my messenger, and I'm very easy to reach. All right, guys, that is it. Until the next video.